Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today with another one of the Disney live action The Little Mermaid dolls by Mattel. Today we have the live action Vanessa doll, which, as everyone's seen the original animated movie, we know is Ursula's human form. She is very cute. I picked her up today from Walmart. She was $14.99, and she is very cute. As far as I know, I've only seen her at Walmart so far, as far as even being advertised as being there. But she looks really good. We've got a couple of the other dolls here on the back pictured. Here is her UPC for you guys, so that way you guys can find her too. Somebody let me know if they're available at Target or not. But yeah, we've got the tagline back there. She's got a gorgeous face, and her dress is actually pretty well detailed. It is pretty close to our live-action Ariel's dress, as far as the actual construction of it, with the corseted bodice. But it's very cute. She's pretty pale, though, so as far as color matches, we'll see what it's like. But let's get her out of the box. Okay, so there she is without the shiny plastic in the way. My shiny teeth and me. She looks pretty good. I don't notice any flaws with her. I did have to do the order online and pick up because she wasn't out on the shelf. But as you can see, there's my articulated mermaid Ariel. Check out that video in case you want to articulate your mermaids. But Vanessa is one of the ones that I think looks the best of all of the dolls. As far as being just a playline doll, I think she looks awesome. So we're going to pop her staples and get her out. So here she is. She's got very soft hair, surprisingly. I'm going to use my Fail Fix brush to get rid of her box hair just a little bit. Just to get rid of that flat back hair that we generally get. Just like that. Now she does have a little bit of a crimp from the wiring that runs to secure her hair, but if you did a quick boil wash, that would probably come out very easily. She's very cute. I'm gonna stand her up back here so you guys can get a full view of her. So she looks really good. She does not really have articulation. She has the standard articulation at the arms and at the hips. Nothing at the knees, nothing at the wrist, nothing at the elbows. I do kind of wish they had continued her corset all the way around, because if you see that, the fabric changes right there at the side. I love the little puff sleeves. I'm hoping Ariel's dress, like her actual like pink ball gown, is constructed similar to this. And there's another little staple that I gotta take out. Okay. But she looks good. She does have an underskirt that's just the solid material, so she's got tulle over a solid, like, probably satin or like sateen maybe. But it's sort of stretch cotton. I think the best part of her is her necklace, which is much more reasonably sized compared to the ones that we usually get for Ariel and Ursula and Vanessa dolls. And she's really pretty. Like, I just love this face sculpt. She is a 2022 Mattel for Disney, so that she's really going to be probably just this doll. She might get a second release if they do her and her wedding look, or make like a transforming doll. We might get a second version of her, but I doubt it since they did her on her own. She's probably just going to stay this one. So the question is, what color is she? Now, when I saw her, I thought maybe she's going to wind up being our new tennis player. So really, our best way to determine that is to look at the legs. So, as you can see, she's a little darker than the tennis player, so that's good. Because the tennis player isn't really in stores just quite yet. So that means she's probably going to be the purple top made to move, and I'll grab one of those. Okay. So here we have our purple top made to move. As you can see, pretty close on the legs and the body. Her body looks a little tanner, but our only other options are looks dolls, which are a little bit harder to come by. But that would be Andra and Victoria. So those will probably be pretty good. So I think I'll probably use an Andra doll for this one, just because she still has more of a golden undertone compared to this doll when you look at them. Like, they're not far off. Like, if I put this on her body, it wouldn't be very far off. Even if I used this body, it wouldn't really be far off. So both of these are decent matches for Vanessa if you want to use them. The faces look a lot darker than the bodies actually look. But let me put her in the middle so you guys can see. Okay. Yep. So that's where we're at. Probably I would lean more towards the lighter end of that. So it's going to be your Victorias, your Andra, and your new made-to-move tennis player are probably going to be your best options. Now let's see what her feet are like. Because Ariel's shoes had different vibes to them. So we have these, and it does seem like these girls got new feet. So let's see how it fits on one of our made-to-move tennis players that are standard. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of room in these shoes. So you're gonna have to keep these rubber bands or use your own to keep the shoes on. Which is a little upsetting. I'm a little mad at Mattel for that. Because they generally don't do that with dolls. And this is like the second one we've gotten that they have done that to. But it's fine. I have black heels. There's nothing really special about these shoes, at least. They're just black heels. So she's very pretty. She is somewhat petite, because let me show you. Tennis player is on an original made-to-move body. We've got feet are flush, so she's on a petite. Unfortunately, we don't really have petites in this shade. The only petite that has come out in this shade has been Queen Elizabeth, as far as made to move. And even really articulated dolls don't come in this shade very often. And if they do come in this shade, they're curvy, I've noticed. Going through all of my articulated bodies, I was noticing I did not have any light ones that were going to be this light shade, which is going to mess me up for the 7-pack sisters. But they're very pretty. So if this is your vibe, just know you're probably going to want to order a made-to-move tennis player. She's going to be a little bit taller when you put her on this body, but it's the best you can do, honestly. There's also the Made to Move Tall Asian from the BMR that's going to be the same tone as this one, which is good. So she's also a match, but for now, these are going to be your 3 matches. So if you want to articulate, or if you want to go Made to Move, those are your matches. Again, if you saw my Hallie video, she is also petite. She's a better match for the new Carl looks that we have. That's also a petite. If you want to rebody her, I haven't decided if I'm rebodying all of them yet, because I do have my articulated mermaid back there and she looks really good. So I'm only going to use one Made to Move body for a Hallie. So we're going to see which one I actually choose, because the heads are slightly different. Now, comparing these tones to Prince Eric, he is very yellow compared to them. This is like if an olive tone person had jaundice. And we've only gotten a couple of bodies that are not articulated so far that we have for him. One being the new soccer player, Ken, with the brown hair. He is the same skin tone, but he's not articulated other than the basic articulation. But you would get rid of these molded pants, at least. So, and his boots do come off. So if you just put him in some khakis, it would look pretty much the same. So if you guys have any questions about Vanessa, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like. And as always, follow along for some more fun unboxings. Bye, y'all. Be good.